morning, people, and welcome to DR Sports, and welcome to Good Morning Qatar. What is it the fourth day now?
Fourth day of the World Cup. I think it's our fifth day. You guys had a late one last night, didn't you? Well, I did as well, just through work.
Every single day.
I'm so tired, man.
Every single day we got a late one. I was absolutely knackered. My voice is gone from yesterday. Absolute scenes with the Saudis. Unbelievable.
You had some day yesterday.
They've taken me in. I am Team Saudi officially. Yeah. Forget England. But no, it was a crazy day. I feel like yesterday for me just reminded me of what the World Cup is about. How was your day?
Yeah, amazing, man. Obviously from the morning show right up until when we got back in at maybe 2 a.m. It was a great day. I mean, we watched France, really come with an emphatic win to kick off their, chances to maybe hold the trophy, which has never been done. Well, it has been done once. We remember that in the 50s or something.
It has.
So yeah, great day all round, man.
Yep. Okay, but that does not mean that there's time to rest, because there are plenty of matches again.
True.
Straight away today. Today we've got Germany against Japan. We've got Spain against Costa Rica. We also have Morocco against Croatia and Belgium against Canada. Let's start with Germany versus Japan. Germany and Japan are meeting for the first time at FIFA World Cup. Germany are unbeaten in their two previous encounters, with Japan winning one and drawing one. They're both friendlies in 2004 and 2006 respectively, and all 7 goals in their 2 previous encounters were scored in the second half. Germany have won the FIFA World Cup 4 times, the joint most for a European nation. Italy also 4. Italy, just look at that, not even here.
Yeah, no,
not even here.
Don't need to be here exactly. With that record.
Among all nations, only Brazil have lifted the trophy on more occasions. The Japanese, let's talk about them. This will be the Japanese's 7th consecutive World Cup appearance, a streak stretching back to 1998, your famous favourite tournament. Yeah. It's the second longest run of consecutive World Cup participations by an Asian nation, behind South Korea's Republic's current run of 10 straight tournaments. And Japan will be looking to make it to the knockout stages of the FIFA World Cup in back-to-back editions for the very first time. Talk to me, Germany, Japan.
Yeah, Japan. I mean, listen, we all know about Germany. The only thing I've really seen that they're struggling with this World Cup is no Werner, injured. But I fully expect them to get through this one. But let's put some respect on Japan's name. That's a great record, Flex. We've seen teams like Netherlands and Italy not even qualify. So the fact that Japan are just steady eddies in this World Cup so far since, what was it, 1990, did you say? 98 is really impressive, and they've got some good players as well. I saw Tomiyasu being interviewed yesterday.
That was funny.
And they were talking about other teams in the group, and they said, who's the best Spain player? Who's your favourite? And he said, Thiago. And they said, he's not here.
Not here, mate. Yeah.
So
didn't get selected, mate.
Tomiyasu, we obviously know from Arsenal fans especially, we know him from the Premier League. Minamino as well. Looking forward to seeing him. The Japanese Messi. That's what we used to call him when he was at Liverpool.
Southampton Messi.
But no, Japan are going to be really tough to break down, very physical. So Germany have got their work cut out, man, especially in their first game. We've seen surprises already.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to that game, and just from a fan perspective, yesterday's atmosphere within the Argentina game with Saudi Arabia, the fan, that was, by far, I know we've only been to 3 games before that, I think, lost count already, but the energy was crazy, and you saw the Japanese fans, that viral clip of them tidying up the stadium, which wasn't even their game, just out of respect. Really, really humble people. The Japanese, really, really humble people. So I'm intrigued to see their setup, to see how loud they are, and the Germans as well. To see how they do. Time to turn our attention very quickly before we carry on with the games to the DR Sports prediction battle. Listen, there is £125,000 to be won just in the group stages, okay? It's only £1 to play. And you don't have to get all the questions right. You only have to get the most of them right. So just click the link in the video description below, sign up, top up your account and make your picks. There's prizes to be won in every World Cup game. And talking about that, Lee and Abby, as usual, every show are doing their predictions. And they have got the Spain-Costa Rica game today at 4 p.m. So we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail. But these are their picks. These is what they've gone with. Half-time result, Spain is what Abby's gone for. And so has Lee. Full-time result, Spain and Lee. Abby and Lee have both gone for. Here's where it gets a little bit different though. Both teams to score. Abby has gone for yes, Lee's gone for no. Costa Rica to get over 1.5 corners, they've both gone yes for that. And Spain to score in the first 15 minutes, they've both put no. Here's a funny one. Morata to score at any time, both put no.
Do you know what?
He's a weird one because in the tournaments, mate.
Yeah, in the tournaments he shows up. Big up to Raul, who's obviously a big friend of the channel. I was talking to him about Spanish striking options, and Morata, Raul's pretty convinced that he's involved in some kind of money laundering scheme. Because the amount that this guy has clocked up in terms of transfer fees throughout his career,
insane.
And actually not really scoring
Never
maybe over
heights.
20 goals a season is unbelievable. I think he's maybe the best of a bad bunch, which is maybe a little bit disrespectful. But at the same time, if both of the guys back home are saying no, then they can't have much faith in him. Just one more thing to Lee. When we were calling into the show back home yesterday, there was a moment when I couldn't hear him, and he threw in a cheeky dig. He called me a very expletive word.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Lee. So if you're watching, mate, when I get home, I'm giving you a right slap on your bar leg.
He's done it again.
He's done it again.
Insulting judges. He's done it again.
Me. Oh, he was insulting me.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, exactly. So, but just to remind you, before we carry on with the show, the DR Sports Prediction Battle, you can get involved every single day, every single World Cup game, and over the course of just the group stages, there is £125,000 to be won.
Big money.
It costs as little as £1 to play, and you don't have to get every question right. You just got to get most of them right, like it says. Who knows best? And just click the link in the video description below. Sign up, top up your account, and make your picks. Talking about that game that Abby and Lee have predicted, Spain against Costa Rica. This is another first encounter between two nations. It's the first encounter between Spain and Costa Rica at the World Cup in their 3 meetings, all friendlies. Spain are unbeaten against the Central American side. You can tell the voice has gone this morning.
Some tequilas, mate.
Spain won the FIFA World Cup in 2010.
Yeah.
This is the only time they have reached the semi-finals in their last 13 participations. They have nevertheless finished top of their group in 4 of their last 5 appearances. And just quickly on Costa Rica, they are winless in their last 6 FIFA World Cup matches, their longest drought in the competition. They have also failed to find the net in 4 of those 6 games.
Yeah, not great stats those for Costa Rica. And with Spain, having been in Spain for a bit of my life and understanding the Spanish football culture, before 2008, they were so frustrated with the national team because of the fact that they felt like they underachieved considering the players that they had, right? But then from 2008 to 12, they were the best team, and it was maybe the best run of an international scene we might have ever seen. But then since then again, 2014, out at the group stages, 2018, poor. Now they've really got to step it up again. Now, have they got the squad that they used to? No. It's a weird one in Spain because they're Spain, you think that they should be winning these games, but we've seen, man, they can lose.
Yeah.
In 2010 they lost their first game to Switzerland 1-0, but then went on to win it. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of Spain turns up.
Yeah, agreed. I think the Spain, again, there's certain nations that they pack a punch because of the name of the nation. Whether you look at Italy these days, they pack a punch. Literally won the Euros last year. Couldn't qualify for the World Cup again. I don't think it was in the last one, was it?
They weren't.
So what I mean, so that's back-to-back World Cups that they haven't made, but they've won the Euros in between, which is weird. And I think Spain are in that category. Not in terms of missing major tournaments, but like you said, maybe not living up to underachieving in major tournaments. Players like Thiago not even going as well is insane. I feel like Luis Enrique is a manager who just
more interested in Twitch. He's streaming every day on Twitch.
He's been streaming up the place, man. I've seen that.
What's that about?
He makes his mind up and he sticks to it.
Yeah, he really does, man.
So it'll be interesting to see how they do. A lot of expectancy on them. So get your predictions in against for Spain against Costa Rica. Next game, Morocco against Croatia. The first encounter between Morocco and Croatia at the World Cup. So another first experience for two nations. Their only previous meeting was in the Hassan II or Hassan II, I think. Trophy Hassan II. There he is, Hassan there. In December 96, played in Casablanca. The game ended 2-2, producing 3 red cards. Croatia won 7-6 on penalties.
7-6 on penalties.
Game. This will be Morocco's 6th appearance. Flies are so annoying. 6th appearance in the World Cup, but they have not progressed past the group stage since 1986, when they were eventually eliminated by Germany in the round of 16.
Yeah. You know, obviously Croatia, we know all about them, how difficult they can be to play. The names that they've got, the experience, the know-how. We saw them get to the final in 2018, so they'll be looking to go again. But I have to say, Morocco, I was actually in Marrakesh in March when they qualified, the night that they qualified for this tournament, and it was scenes, real scenes. So they're going to, I mean, Hassan was talking earlier, they're going to really bring the noise, bring that North African spirit. And they've got a few decent players as well, but listen, with all due respect to them, they're going to make it difficult for Croatia. I am expecting Croatia to win it, but I'm just looking forward to seeing, like you were yesterday with the Saudis, I'm looking forward to see what kind of atmosphere their fans bring.
Luka Modric has made more appearances at major international tournaments than any other Croatian player, 25.
Wow.
Coming into this tournament, no player has ever scored in both World Cup and European Championships in 3 different decades, something that Modric could achieve in Qatar.
3 different decades, so what's that, 2000s? So I think he's in the 2006 World Cup, 2010, and now the 20s. Wow, what
that is insane.
Longevity.
And just on him, you know, we keep speaking about the players, you know, that are coming to the end of their careers, the players where it's their last World Cup. Ivan Perisic is another one as well on here. Luka Modric, I mean, world-class player.
He must be on, how many caps? Does it say how many caps he's got?
It doesn't, it just says that he just says at the major tournament he's got 25.
I reckon if he's got 25 major caps at international tournaments, I reckon he's pushing 170, 180.
Yeah.
Caps-wise.
Easy.
I'd say so.
It's got to be minimum 150.
And he's still got it, man. He's not lost it. I mean, you mentioned Perisic as well there. He's still got it. And they've got other players in and around that defence that are older, but they've still got like that tournament know-how. And you don't beat England in a semi-final without having that.
Exactly. Here's the thing about Perisic as well. Another star boy for Croatia. Perisic has been directly involved in more goals than any other player for Croatia in a major tournament history. 9 goals and 5 assists in the World Cup and Euros together. That is incredible,
mate.
In fact, he's one of only 2 European players to have scored or assisted a goal in each of the last 5 major international tournaments. Do you know who the other player is?
For Croatia?
No, just in world football.
Say a stat again, please.
The stat is he's one of only 2 European players to have scored and or assisted a goal in each of the last 5 major international tournaments. I can't.
Will it give it away?
Yeah.
Country-wise?
Can't.
Really?
Yeah, that should tell you who it is anyway.
Oh, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as I mention Eddie, do you know what I'm saying? I can't say Portugal and I can't say...
Are you wearing that shirt today out of like, what is it out of?
I'm wearing this shirt today because
there was some big breaking news for you all night.
Yeah, so that's why I couldn't give you a clue, because Ronaldo was just, as soon as you mentioned Portugal or I don't know.
As soon as you said that was my clue.
Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So with that game, Morocco versus Croatia, quick prediction?
Tough 2-1 win for Croatia there, I think. But again, who knows, mate? Look what happened yesterday.
We've seen the shock, mate. No one ever thought that would happen.
Who knows wins?
Exactly. Who knows wins? Exactly. These flies are so annoying. So if you see me flickering like this, it's just because I'm just trying to get a couple of flies off me. And you made it come over here now as well. And the last game of the day, Belgium versus Canada. Another first encounter between 2 nations. Their only previous meeting was in June 1989 in a friendly in Ottawa. Obviously out there in Canada. Canada's appearance at the 2022 World Cup marks 36 years since their last participation in 1986. It's the second longest gap between appearances in the finals tournament among teams taking part in this year's showpiece, after Wales, which was 64 years. Wales was 64 years, Jesus.
Unbelievable that is,
but,
really, isn't it?
And for Belgium, no European team has qualified for as many World Cup tournaments as Belgium without ever winning it. Yes, without
Sometimes
ever. Let me finish.
Sound amazing until you get to the end. Yeah.
This is their 14th appearance, obviously without a win. This Belgian team, it's like, I feel like their golden era kind of passed. it feels like it's the back end of that. They've still got a lot of those players that were in their primes when we was expecting them to do bits. Last World Cup, weren't they put out by Wales, weren't they?
Yeah.
How Robson Canu, innit? I can't remember.
I think that was 2016.
Was that 2016? Sorry, 2016.
2016.
But
yeah, I mean, from 2016 to 2018 at the World Cup to the Euros last year, we've all said, right, this is their last chance now, the golden generation, to do something, and they just keep underperforming. I mean, listen, they finished third in the world was it the Euros or the World Cup when they beat us in that third place playoff?
That was
2018.
That was the World Cup.
So finishing third in the World Cup, is a big achievement. But when you look at the players that they've got in every position, by the way, Flex, we're not talking about just De Bruyne or just Hazard or just Lukaku, just Courtois. In every position, they're stacked. The only thing against them is basically the age of the players now.
For Alderweireld,
and that's why I keep saying this is their last chance now
Witsel,
for the golden generation. Absolutely. Thorgan, Hazard. The good thing for them is they've added a couple of players into that squad who can maybe help with the offload of the pressure on the big names that I just mentioned, the likes of Trossard.
Yes.
Right, who, I mean, I literally watched him front row at the Cop score a hat-trick not too long ago.
Good lad.
So these kind of guys are going to have to step up. But there's not places in the team for all these guys. They're so stacked up front. Lukaku's got a point to prove, having an awful spell back at Chelsea. What's he going to do?
Michy Batshuayi's got a point to prove.
Yeah, maybe.
Just in general.
Hazard has got to do something.
Hazard, just really quick on Hazard. How do you think he's going to do in this World Cup? Blighted with injuries, can't get any rhythm.
Yeah.
I saw a post on social media the other day of him kind of apologising to Real Madrid fans, saying, I played
it's quite sad,
I played hundreds of games for Chelsea. It is. I think people say he's one of the biggest flops ever, but I think I agree with you, because this is one of the best players the Premier League's ever seen. Let's not get it twisted. Like, in his prime, he was unbelievable, and that season that he left Chelsea to go to Real Madrid, he was in the top 5 players in the world at that point.
Yeah, I'd say so. And it was quite sad watching his interview back. He said, "Look, will I ever get that 2018 form back? Probably not. But can I tell you why I've been injured so much? No. It's just one of those things." And you know what? When you see the mental health deteriorating of a footballer who is so widely adored and admired around the world, it's sad, man. I mean, listen, I'm not a Chelsea fan in the slightest, but he was very good for them, and obviously he's trying to get back to that form, and he's still got it. But mentally, he's had a really tough time since he went to Madrid. Obviously, you know what Madrid's like. As soon as you have a few bad games, they're on your back.
Yeah, let alone as long injuries as this.
Yeah. But then again, he's got his brother there.
Yeah.
And there's an argument to say maybe start his brother over him and bring him on as a sub.
That's crazy, isn't it? Eden Hazard was saying that about.
But De Bruyne, a massive opportunity for him to really show his
some
worth.
Are saying, a lot are saying that by the time he's retired, he could be the best midfielder the Premier League's ever seen.
I think he's in that conversation now. I mean, how many times we spoke about it on DR Sports?
Yeah. They're everywhere this morning.
So, such an amazing opportunity for Belgium to really show the world what they're made of again. And I do think, and I've said it again, this is now their last chance, I'd say.
Yeah. Quick prediction, Belgium, Canada?
I'm going to go with a Belgium win, 2-0.
Yeah, I'll match you on that. And just before we sign off of the show, I can't not talk about it. What a day for Manchester United. Yesterday evening, well, it was evening here, I don't even know what time it was at home. It was one thing after another. First of all, obviously, mutually agreeing to part ways with Cristiano Ronaldo, which is exactly what he wanted. And it was the right thing for Manchester United to do. And then after that, there was a lot of rumours that the Glazers are putting Manchester United up for sale or are open to the prospect of that in some capacity, whether it's a full or partial sale or looking for partners to invest. Then we get a full comment from Manchester United basically confirming that. As a Liverpool fan, or just actually as a football fan, as a neutral, what was your take quickly?
It was like you're waiting for the news as a United fan. You were waiting to see what was going to happen with Ronaldo. You were waiting to see what happened with the Glazers. And then bang, bang. Just like London buses. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I mean, the right decision has been made for Ronaldo. Obviously, there's financial detriment to it, but let's not even...
And he's not getting a penny as well.
Yeah, let's not even talk about that, because he's got... I think I heard you say he's got generational wealth last night, so that's not even a topic of discussion. But the Glazers, does this mean you're finally going to put your Norwich scarves away now?
Well, if they get out, then yes.
Yeah.
100%.
But do you know what? I was reading something from The Athletic yesterday that said when they joined the club in, what was it, 2005, right? They only invested a small bit of money to actually get their stake. And then within 2 years, they were 600 million in debt.
They bought the club against the debt of the club. They bought it in debt and have never paid a penny of that debt back.
Honestly, I mean, as I've said about the Chelsea thing, I'm not a United fan, but I have to say, what a disgrace that tenureship has been. What an absolute disgrace they have been to the club, an institution of English football. I mean, no care, no interest in the progress of the club on the pitch and off the pitch. They're an absolute disgrace to the game, bro. And I feel for you because, again, very much not a United fan, but they are an absolute mess. They've absolutely driven you into
And what it
debt.
is we're lucky that Manchester United is such a powerful institution, like you said, a powerful football club.
You've kept the name.
100%, because I don't know many clubs that can go this long without winning stuff or this long without being at the top and still manage to generate the revenues that we generate. It's literally because we're Manchester United.
But what's going to happen with this debt now?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Someone's got to pay it back.
Whoever comes in to buy the club or whatever, you hope that they have better intentions then, because they could just come in and do the same thing. The issue for me is that what Manchester United is to the Glazers, and what they've realised is that they've taken Manchester United to the furthest point where it needs an injection of cash now. Your own money or from investors to take it to the next level, to improve the stadium, to keep improving the squad, to improve the training ground, to improve the whole infrastructure around that area.
Get a new jacuzzi, get a new toaster.
Do you know what I mean? Get a new chef and kitchen. So these things all need to happen, and that again shows you exactly what the Glazers are, because they've taken out all that money for them years, and now they've gone, right, now's the time where we need some serious money. We ain't doing it.
But don't you think it's amazing how they can buy the club, get in all this debt, and then they don't even have to pay that debt back?
Exactly, and they've taken dividends every year. And so there you go.
The lack of care, the lack of want to invest, I just can't believe they've actually got away with this.
Well, someone should tell them that if they made it, if they put money into it even more, they could
have earned some more money. But they just didn't want to, man.
That is them. So let us know about the shockwaves that happened at Manchester United yesterday with Cristiano Ronaldo terminating his contract, or mutually agreeing to terminate his contract with Manchester United, and what you think about the Glazers potentially selling the football club, full or partial sale, or strategic investment. Let us know if you're a Manchester United fan what you think. And also remember, Habbo, you can get involved in the metaverse.
Yeah.
With Don Robbie.
We're moving up in the world, man.
Unbelievable. Yes, DR Sports is in the metaverse, so make sure you check that out. He's there once a week.
Go and chat to Robbie.
Do you know what I mean? In the
Not everyone gets the chance to do this, guys, right?
We don't even get to. He's not even here. We don't even chat to him.
Hang on, though. We have heard some news this morning about Robbie.
We have heard some news.
Right? You can chat to him online in the metaverse, but in Habbo, but he's going to be here in real life in 2 days.
Yes, the Don is on his way here. He shall be here on Friday.
Private jet?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or at least business class, first class minimum. G4, you know what I'm saying? But guys, smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And just a quick one actually, keep it locked to DR Sports. Yeah. You guys have been getting involved in all of the streams. I saw Matisse basically have to leave the stream and be sick. That is
Was he actually sick?
Yeah. I believe so.
I think we've got to stop doing these chillies, guys. Yeah, let's not kill Matisse. That's my bro, man.
100%. Big up man like Matisse, as the expression says.
Yeah.
So keep it locked there. They're doing every single game a watch along. So keep it locked there. And as you know, the content me and AGT, Jason and Hass have been doing out here has been insane.
And we got 100k on your video yesterday.
It's on 200k now, I think.
Is it 200k?
Yeah, it's pretty much 200k.
Bro.
The reaction with the Saudis.
Done, man.
Listen, that's what it's about.
Proud of you, bro.
It's about encapsulating the vibe here. And I was reading some of the comments, and you guys were saying that I was enjoying it more than the Saudis and all that. I'm here to live life and here to kind of connect with every nation that I come across, man. So yes, we will continue to do that. So keep supporting DR Sports and everything else in between. We're out of here, guys. Peace.
DR Sports is entering the metaverse.
Welcome to Habbo.
Come play games and chat about the latest football drama.
Meet up with friends, meet new people, and have a great time.
I'll be there on special VIP days. Click the link or go to the website at habbo.com.